Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mithun and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add multiple sources in OBS like a professional. So without wasting any more time, let's jump into the tutorial right away. So OBS is a very complicated and pretty technical software if you ask me. If I were you and I had a choice to use a screen recording software, I would definitely use PepoCloud instead of OBS because OBS is a hardcore screen recording and broadcasting software that most people don't actually need. You need a simple screen recording and sharing platform that is actually powerful, has all the features that you need, and has a user-friendly dashboard that will let you edit and even share your recordings after it is completed without breaking a sweat. And for that reason, I've been using PepoCloud since the last 7 months, and I can tell you that I don't have to configure anything. All I have to do is plug in my web camera and it starts recording right away. So if you want a simple platform that is powerful enough to handle everything that you throw at it, get started with PepoCloud and you will never have to deal with any of that with PepoCloud. Now moving on to the OBS tutorial. As you can see, I already have a bunch of sources added to my sources panel, and if you look carefully, these are multiple sources in a single scene. If you don't know what scenes are basically the portion of the screen that is being recorded and shown to the people. If you are recording the screen, the scenes are the particular places that will be shown to the customer. For example, right now, if I select from these two options and I click on the screen recording, it automatically shows a blank screen. And let me show you something that is much more cool. So let's say that let me add a screen display capture. So if I add the display capture, you will see that the display has been captured in this particular scene. And if I switch to the webcam scene, it will actually capture a window in which I have the Microsoft PowerPoint added. So that's how scenes work in OBS. Scenes are basically the part of the screen or the application or whatever you have active on your screen. And these are multiple recording streams, so you can switch between either one of them, and the selected one will be the one that is being recorded and shown to the people. Now the next to the sources is the next to the scenes is the sources panel, and this is where action happens. If you don't have any sources in your sources panel, you will have to add them manually, and I'm going to show you how you can do that. Let's say that you don't have anything. Let me delete everything from my source panel by clicking on delete button and selecting all of these things together. Boom. So everything has been gone, and everything is gone now. Now I have to manually add all the sources that I want to capture. So my primary sources are pretty much the display capture, window capture, audio capture, and audio output capture, and also my webcam capture in this particular tutorial. Why? Because all of these options are really necessary, and all of these sources actually make the recording really professional and easy to follow. So in order to actually have everything at your disposal, you will have to add multiple sources. So let's get started by adding the display capture by clicking on this plus button that you see in the sources panel and going on to the display capture option. As you can see, it is automatically naming the display capture as display capture 2. I'm not gonna keep it at that. I'm gonna name it as screen recording default. So this will be the default screen recording. It will capture anything that is on the screen, be it PowerPoint, be it Excel sheet, whatever. It will not focus on a particular application, which means it will cover the entire screen and capture every single detail that's been happening on the screen. So I'm just gonna click on the OK button and boom. So it has automatically selected my display. As you can see, my display is a 2K resolution monitor, which is my primary monitor, and I only have one display connected to my computer, so it is gonna select that one automatically. The capture method is how OBS actually takes the recording of your screen. You can select between multiple capture methods. One is the DXGI desktop duplication, and the second one is Windows 10 duplication method. You can select whatever you want. I usually keep it at automatic because I let OBS decide what it needs to do. But if you want, you can always select the Windows 10 plus Windows 10 and up option available here. It will still work perfectly. And after you have selected everything, just click on the OK button, and the screen will be captured after that, and it will be recorded. And now you can actually resize the screen to whatever size you want. If let's say that you have multiple laptops connected to the screen, or if you have multiple displays connected to your computer, you can actually add multiple screen recordings and place them here. And since it has sort of a magnetic edge, as soon as you stick it, it will automatically stick to the corner or the edges. So it's pretty powerful if you ask me. I don't have multiple displays connected, so I'm just gonna keep it at this, and I'm gonna make sure that it is full screen. Now the next option is to add the audio source. I've already added the screen recording, which is the default screen capturing a source that I have. Now I will add the window capturing option. Window capturing option pretty much captures a single application, which means that if I select Windows PowerPoint, or if I select something else, it will stick to that application and will not capture anything that is out of that particular application's jurisdiction in my computer. Let me show you how. In order to add the window capture option, click on this plus button and select the window capture, which is the last option in this particular drop down menu. Click on the window capture. You can name whatever you want. I'm going to name it PPT capture because I'm going to capture my PPT using this for this tutorial's sake. And after that, I'm going to just click on the OK button, and boom, it is actually capturing the Camtasia, which is not something that I want. I'm gonna bring it to the PowerPoint option, and boom, so it start catching the PowerPoint. Now if I want, I can actually play around with all of these things, but I'm not gonna do anything because all of these settings are pretty much good enough. After that, I'm gonna click on the OK button. Now if you see, I have two things that are working simultaneously in my sources panel. If I want to hide a PPT capture and I want to show the desktop to my client, I can easily do that by clicking on this I button, which is the display button, and disable any particular capture instantly. All I have to do is click on it, and it will be enabled and disabled depending on the action. So this particular thing is actually common with all the sources that you connect to this particular source panel. So keep that in mind. So the next one is to actually add the webcam footage. Right, webcam is important, especially in today's day and age. Everyone wants to see who is actually behind the camera. So in order to add the webcam footage, click on this and try to find the video capture device. It should be in the second last options area. Just select the video capture device, and you can actually name it webcam capture or anything, and be done with it. As you can see, it did not actually capture the default video capture device, because the default video capture device is actually the DSLR that I've connected to the computer. Right now it is being used by Camtasia, which is my recording software at the time. So I have to select something else, and in this case I'm going to select the C270 HD webcam, and that is a webcam that is connected to my computer for this tutorial. As you can see, once I connected the webcam, it automatically starts recording the screen. All I have to do is click on this OK button, and my webcam will be captured. And I can place this webcam footage or webcam live to anywhere on my screen, and it will be captured without breaking a sweat. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually resize this particular webcam footage, because I don't want to actually display such a big webcam footage onto the screen. I think that's pretty okay, I guess. And now if I want, actually I can actually add filters to it, and okay, just give me a second. Okay, I can add filters to this using the filters option in the sources panel, and I can add now there are multiple filters that I can play with. Let's say that I want to actually remove the green screen. I can do easily that by doing that, and I'm not gonna do anything because this is not a green screen removal tutorial. And after that, I'm gonna just remove certain parts from this particular cam footage by adding the crop pad and selecting the number that actually lets me remove whatever unnecessary part I have on the screen. After that, I'm just going to click on the OK close button, and boom, now I have a webcam footage that has a transparent background. Now the next thing is that I have to add the particular audio device, audio input and audio output. Audio input is my microphone, and audio output is used for capturing the desktop audio that is actually outputted by the operating system itself. So first I'm gonna connect the audio input capture device, audio input capture source. In order to do that, just go to this particular plus icon and click on the audio input capture. Once I click on audio input capture, just leave it at that. You don't need to do anything, but I'm gonna change the name to mic, and then I'm gonna click on OK. As soon as I click on OK, it will actually show me a list of things to select from. Right now I'm actually recording using the USB condenser microphone, so I'm going to select that, and I'm going to click on the OK button. So now the microphone has been added successfully, and if you look in the audio mixer panel, the microphone is actually working, and it is actually catching the voice coming from me. Now the last source that we want to add in this particular context is the audio output capture. So what is actually audio output capture? It is audio outputted by your Windows or your Mac OS or Linux operating system. In order to add that to your source panel, all you have to do is click on this plus icon and go to the audio output capture and click on the audio output capture. You can name it whatever I want. I'm just going to name it as desktop audio. And I think somebody has already used that name, and I'm gonna add, you know what, I'm gonna add default to the name, and I'm gonna click on OK. Alright, so the desktop audio has been added. Now you see there are multiple audio drivers and USB inputs connected to this particular sources. So what I can do is I'm gonna select the speakers, which is the default audio output device connected to my computer, and click on the OK button. And now I have added all the sources that I want to capture simultaneously while recording the screen of my computer using OBS software. Now you can actually what you can do right now is to test this recording by clicking on start recording button in the OBS, and then replaying the recording once it is saved in your computer to see everything is working or not. I'm pretty sure if you followed this tutorial correctly, everything might be working fine, and you don't have to actually tweak anything in OBS. And if you do have any problem, please rewatch this tutorial and follow carefully to actually rectify all the errors. So that was my tutorial for OBS setup with multiple sources, and if you have any doubts, please drop your comments in the comment section below, and I'll be more than happy to help you out. If you like this tutorial, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more tutorials in future, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you in my next tutorial. Till then, take care and bye bye.